Hello YouTube, hello resellers, welcome back to my channel. I am the Grateful Queen on eBay and Poshmark. If you're new here, this is a channel all about reselling pre-owned clothing online. I sell on eBay and Poshmark. I've been selling for a number of years on eBay. Poshmark is still relatively new for me and I'm learning, but I'm loving that platform. If you're interested to hear a little bit more about who I am and about my reselling business, I have other introductory videos. You're welcome to check those out. I have lots of haul videos where I show you what I bought at the thrift store and tell you a little bit about why I chose to buy it and what I'm hoping to profit from it by selling it online. Today's video is a little bit different. This is more of an educational type video. This is a video all about a few Stitch Fix brands. Why am I doing a video about Stitch Fix brands? I have noticed when I've been reviewing my store and my sales that there are a couple brand names that come from Stitch Fix that sell for me in the $20 range pretty quickly and pretty consistently. And I'm always looking for those type of sales. Of course, we would all love to find BOLO items that are really expensive and sell for a lot online. We're always looking for those hidden treasures out there, but we also need consistent, regular sellovers to get flow in our store and to get sales moving in our stores or our closets for us. And Stitch Fix items are pretty consistent for me. So I thought I would show you just a few of their labels and tell you some of the labels that move well for me in my store, and then give you a couple Stitch Fix labels that I'm gonna be on the lookout for. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I figure why not do a little bit of the research and then share it with you in case any of you are trying to learn and looking for different items and brands to sell. So what is Stitch Fix? I actually had to look it up because I had an idea about it, but I wasn't entirely sure. So my understanding is that Stitch Fix is kind of an online personal styling service. They do men's, which I didn't even know, women's and kids even. And it's the sort of thing where you can go onto the Stitch Fix website and tell them a little bit about you and what type of items you're looking for, your size, your price range, your style, and then a stylist, an online stylist, will prepare a box for you based on your criteria. This is so cool, isn't it? I love it. And then they'll send you the box, and then you look through it and you decide if there's an item from the box that you want. You go online and you pay for it and you keep it, and then you send whatever you don't want back. So this is kind of a cool service that I think a lot of women like. And my guess is that you might get something in your Stitch Fix box and look at the brand and be like, oh, I kind of like this style, and maybe you'll go somewhere like eBay or Poshmark to try and find more items from that brand. So that's a little bit about Stitch Fix. I'll show you a couple of the brands that are sold by Stitch Fix that I have personally bought before and sell regularly. I guess Stitch Fix has thousands of brands, so there's no way to learn them all, but I figure if I learn a few at a time, when I go to the thrift store, I might see the label and recognize it as Stitch Fix and know I can pick it up for a few dollars and flip it for about $20. I did a little research on eBay by going into the sold listings, so items that have already been sold and completed, and very regularly, some of these brands I'm about to show you sell for about $20 on fixed price or auction all the time. So for me, it's kind of like a consistent bread and butter item that you can look out for and have in your store to sell. This is the one I'm most familiar with. It's called Daniel Rain. I have sold Daniel Rain for a long time. They make these kind of career style blouses. This piece that I'm showing you is pretty typical of Daniel Rain. It's kind of I'd say more career style, but they have these nice, usually crochet details. They're pretty consistent. The Daniel Rain shirts that I've seen, tops in this brand, they're usually this silky material, and they tend to have some kind of, this is called smocking, these pleats in the front. This is some crochet detail. And whenever I see Daniel Rain, I pick it up if it's less than $5 because I know it'll sell usually within a few weeks for $20. So this is a pretty consistent one for me. I guess Stitch Fix is now doing what they're calling premier brands. So they're doing some more higher end brands on there too. I saw on their website. You should check them out. They look like a good company. I saw that they're doing Kate Spade, Free People, lots of other more expensive brands. So you can choose whether you want premier or more of their house brands. This next brand I'm going to show you, I've sold quite a bit. I pick it up whenever I see it. The brand is 41 Hawthorne. This is actually for sale in my eBay closet now. I just pulled it from my inventory so I could show you the actual tag. I find it helpful when I'm seeing people's hauls, videos like this, to actually see the tag. I kind of like take a little visual picture in my mind and I see the tag, and it's like, it's uncanny. Oftentimes I will watch somebody's haul video and see the tag, and maybe it's something I've never heard of, and the next time I go to the thrift store, I swear it's there. What do you think that's about? I'm thinking it might just be like, maybe I passed it over because it wasn't in my mind before. It happens to me a lot. 41 Hawthorne, they say it's a house brand, I believe, for Stitch Fix. So I think this might be exclusively for Stitch Fix. And they say it's kind of like your career wear that transitions well into evening. So these, I might say, are a little bit more stylish, the 41 Hawthorne pieces, than the Daniel Rain. Whenever I see them, look really like career stuff. This has a little bit more style. This sells really well, really quickly for me. 41 Hawthorne and Daniel Rain. Okay, this next one is also for sale in my closet, and I didn't know that this was Stitch Fix. Why is it so hard to say? Why do I have to say it so many times in this video and have it be hard to say? This next brand is Market and Spruce, which I did not know was Stitch Fix, but the tag was attached, so that was really helpful. And this is kind of cool. It's more of like a stylish, they call it their casual line, so it's not really career wear. See the embroidery on this? This is really cute. And it has kind of a nice back. Nice open back there with ties. I like this. I think I have it for sale for $20 in my store now. $19.99. Have you guys watched my great, excellent math video yet? Where I do the math and show you. I actually get a pen and paper and write down how I came to the realization that I want to sell items for $20 or more. I did the math looking at, if I spend approximately $5 on an item, and eBay is going to take 10%, PayPal is going to take 3% plus 30 cents, I have to ship it approximately $4. What am I left with if I sell an item for $20? I believe it came to $8.10. Of course, that's going to vary depending on what your cost of good was. How much did you spend on the item? But that's what helped me, just doing the math, this very simple math, but sitting down and saying, if I spend $3 on an item, what's my profit? If I spend $5, and it helped me see that I really need to get my sale price up to around $20 to make what I want to make per item. So that purchasing this item, picturing it, sitting down and listing it, then shipping it off is worth the time that I have to put into this business. I am a part-time reseller. I sometimes wish that I was full-time, but I have another job that I love, 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 that I would never want to give up either. So I have two jobs I love. Wouldn't it be nice if it was like that for all of us? I know for a lot of reasons it can't be, but whenever I get a chance to talk to people about this, I say, do you love your job? What would you love to do? Wouldn't it be great if you actually really liked your job? Not every moment, every day. That's impossible. But just in general, I love my reselling business and I love my other job. I often wish I had time. They're a really good balance to each other. They're really different. But you know, a lot of resellers talk about loving their jobs. and loving working for themselves and being able to build at their own pace and make their own decisions. It's a really great gig. And it's a gig that I think almost anybody can do. There are a lot of people like me personally. I do this job because I love it. I do have education. I have an undergraduate and a graduate degree. I have another career and a license. There are people like me who've just said, hey, I love doing this. Even though I have these other skills, I'm still going to do it. And then there are people that are doing this. I love the stories of people that for whatever reasons, whatever adversity in their life, that weren't able to go to school and pursue an actual degree, but they can still have a business making $100,000 a year and being their own boss on eBay and Poshmark. Isn't that awesome? I love that. I think anybody can do this. There is a learning curve. I've thought about doing some videos on very basic how-to videos, so I know that I will do some of those. They're on my list of things to do, but it's actually kind of tricky because there's definitely a learning curve with this business. It's simple and easy in some way, but there is a lot to learn. But if you're willing to watch these YouTube videos and do a little research online and educate yourself, it's totally doable. You can do it. I really think almost anybody can do this job. I do think it would be really great, my dad always taught me this, if you are selling an item that you like. So if you're super into books, you can sell books. If you're super into clothing like me, that's one of the reasons I love this business, because I've always loved fashion and clothing. I love the item that I'm dealing with every day, that I'm laying my hands on and purchasing and picturing. I think that really helps. You know, if you're super into hiking and camping, sell outdoor wear. Sell the stuff they sell at REI. You might like that. If you love kids stuff, you could have an online reselling business selling baby clothes. I mean, anybody can do it. It's totally doable. It takes a little while to learn, and there's a lot of trial and error. And one of the things that I would really suggest, if you're watching this video and you're new and you're thinking about maybe doing some reselling, buy some stuff on eBay and Poshmark so that you get to learn it from the customer's end. I think that's really important. I'm not saying break the bank if you don't have a lot of money, but you can buy inexpensive things just to see the process from the customer side. You know, from the time you click buy it now or bid on an auction on eBay, what happens next? What communication do you get from the seller, from eBay, about shipping, when your item arrives, what is it like? I think it's important to have that customer experience before becoming a seller. Just my 2 cents. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more items from Stitch Fix that I have that I know sell, and then I'll show you a couple that I'm going to try and keep my eye out for, because it seemed like when I looked at sold listings on eBay, they were selling. This is Collective Concepts. This is a Stitch Fix brand. This is a cute little blouse with leaves on it. I've seen other Collective Concepts. I've seen a bunch of dresses by them too, and they seem to have really cute prints like this. That one sells pretty well. And this last one is the brand Lush. I just sold a new with tags Lush tank top, just like this, just a kind of simple silky tank top. It had a floral print. It sold within 24 hours of listing it for $20. I think a $20 sale on a tank top that's super light like this. So if you're someone who goes to the by the pound Goodwill outlet bins type experience, and you could pick something out like this up for less than $1 and ship it for 4 ounces for like $2.50, you can make a good profit. And this is kind of just like a really nice neutral for career or going out, I think. So again, that's Lush. So these are some of the Stitch Fix brands that I keep my eye on. If I can get them for under a few dollars, I'll get them, put them in my store. And then there's a couple that I just wanted to show you. I don't have the item myself. These are some that I'm trying to educate myself about, so next time I go out thrifting, I can keep my eye out for. This is why it's so helpful to do research. This says skies are blue. It's sort of a cream color tag with gold writing. Can you see it? I wish I had an actual piece. If I get one, I'll show it to you. The thing I like about this one is I've seen this brand, Skies Are Blue, a lot. And I've passed on it because I mistakenly, without having done my research, I mistakenly thought it was Urban Outfitters, and Urban Outfitters doesn't really sell that great for me, so I pass on it. But if I see skies or blue at the thrift store next time, I'm going to get it and try it out. And in my title, I'm going to put that the brand is Skies Are Blue, and I'll put Stitch Fix because I think people search for that. Have you guys sold Skies Are Blue? Do you have experience with it? So I'm going to kind of look out for that. This next one is another brand that I don't even know if I've seen, but it's one that came up in the sold listings when I looked for Stitch Fix tops. It's Fun to Fun. So it's fun, the number 2, and fun. It's not the best picture of the tag, but I don't even know if I've seen this one, but it was selling consistently. And another one, Renee C. I know I've seen this. Renee C. And I did not know it was Stitch Fix, so if I see it, I'll probably try and grab it and try it out. It seemed to be selling consistently in the $20 range. This one I've never seen either. I like this tag though, and I like the name Mauvette. So those are a few I'm going to keep my eye on, see if I find in the stores at all. Now that I know what they are, I think they do a ton of brands, so I think it's impossible to learn them all. But if you go onto eBay and you put into the search Stitch Fix top or Stitch Fix dress and search for it, then go into the settings and look for sold completed, you can see which ones are consistently selling every day around $20. And that's some of the ones that I showed you. There were a couple more, but I thought that would be enough. I hope you're having a great selling day on eBay or Poshmark or whatever it is you are selling. I did a video recently. You're welcome to check it out. It is a video on what I am doing in my eBay store and Poshmark closet to really improve my store, with the idea that if I improve my store, I will have more sales. One of the major things that I'm doing, and I talked about this in my video, is working on pictures. So when I reviewed my store, kind of critically, to see how I could improve, I came upon the fact that I had many bad pictures. It's so embarrassing, it's so humbling. I get why. I get that I probably rushed through them. I probably didn't have the best light. I have another job. I have a little kid, so I'm a mama, and there are days where that was my time to take pictures, and I took them in natural light, and it was foggy, and I needed to take the pictures that day, so they weren't the best. However, I am now making up for mistakes I've made in the past and really trying to go through my store and making it the best store it can be, one that I'm proud of and want to share with people. So I went through yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and I spent about 3 hours going through my store and deleting listings where I was not satisfied with the quality of my listing. I did not choose to edit it and relist it or sell similar. I am choosing, because they haven't sold for a while, because they're not good listings, they're stale old listings that I don't think eBay's going to promote, that I don't feel good about anyway, so I'm just deleting them and starting over. Can you imagine how much work that is? If you're a reseller like me, you know what it takes to list an item and then put it in a baggie or something, organize it into your inventory system. So to have to go back and pull those all out, so I spent a few hours, I pulled out over 100 items. I took a picture of like my bins of items that I now just have to sort through the bins of items that I've pulled to decide, hey, am I even gonna list it again? Like, was this a bad buy altogether? Is it not worth it for me to even list? If I don't think I can get $20 for it, I think I'm just gonna re-donate it. I'm going to a really cool women's clothing swap in May that I go to every year. It's awesome, so I think I'm going to bring a bunch of stuff there, make some other woman happy with my mistakenly bought item. We all do that. We all make mistakes. That's okay. We're learning. So I now have to go through all that and decide, am I going to donate it or am I going to relist it? So that means I'm going to rephoto it and do the whole listing over. At least 100. I filled up 2 tubs. So that's the work. That's the work I'm doing now. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it because I think not only will I enjoy my store more, I think when customers come in, they're going to see the quality of my store. They're going to see good pictures, clear listings, competitive prices, and want to purchase an item from me. So that is what I'm thinking. I'm really jazzed up about it. It feels good to be working on my business again. Even though I do this part-time, it's something I really enjoy, and I'm really loving sharing the process with you guys. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. I will reply. Let me know what you're working on in your business. This video was about Stitch Fix. Let me know if you have experience with that and what it is, or if there's another brand we should definitely keep our eye out for. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like, please, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Have a good selling day.